Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw tips and tricks. Cool and really easy design. The more you look at it, it looks like a six-sided star with a glow behind it. You could use a six-sided polygon or you can do the exact same thing with a square. I'm going to do the six-sided polygon again. Set your polygon on six-sided. Pretty important to hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to rotate it 30 degrees because I like working with that flat side up, but it doesn't really matter. When you take a 2-point line and you go from the center outwardly and then go from the center outwardly, Corel connects those two lines. So if you grab those two lines and Control D and make a duplicate, and then just grab the two-sided cross, and you can make this as thick or thin as you want. Now we need to put a dividing line between there. So we're just going to use the 2-point line and divide that in half. Now I'm going to go ahead and group this together, Control G, just so I can get it out of the way in a minute. I'm going to use that same color I did earlier with red, or I'm going to use red. I use red or orange, and I'm going to use red and yellow this time. And I'm just going to fill in. Whenever you do that, go ahead and back up, because if you fill it in again, there will actually be blue behind there. Now this is something on this particular one. If you use the interactive fill tool, and we're going to go outwardly and put yellow in there. Normally the attribute eyedropper isn't going to work, but sometimes it does on this and sometimes it doesn't. Let's go here, but it's very easily fixed and it's a little bit different. So what you can do is, let's get the interactive fill tool and I'll pick this one and see it's really the same, but if you bring this down here and just kind of move it over, so it doesn't really doesn't really help you any to do that. I want to kind of make it like that. And then I'm going to take this red and use the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to come to a yellow here. I don't know if these colors are going to be very good. You do want to kind of have this even, so it'll be even. Now, because I group these together, I can just delete them, and I've gotten rid of all the lines. Now we're going to Control G to group it, Control D to duplicate it, and then my alternate C, which is rotates it from the center, and we're going to make it 60-degree rotation. Not super excited about it, but you can add yellow lines, you could add red lines and kind of make them appear, or you could have no lines. That's not as good as that one, I think. This would be I'm not going to do it, I want to, but this would be a good one to clone. And you could do, I think any even shape, not odd, it would be hard to do a 5-sided, but you could do an 8 or a 10 or a 12 and just have more to it. I do kind of like the star or the square. The square was really, really easy. I mean, it's actually easier than this one. We'll go ahead and do it, but hit P to put it in the center of the page. That's a big deal. And then just take a 2-point line, and because you're in the center of the page, you're going to add a center. And because of this, we're going to rotate it 45 degrees. You could just now, and Corel puts that together, Control G, and then get the two-sided arrow and I'm going to make it kind of thin this time. And then put that line down the middle. And you could actually just draw a line and hit P, because we're going to group all this together, if you remember. Control G. And then that line here really is going to affect, but I'm going to, just for grins, I'm going to cut it away. Don't really have to. Get I'm going to do that blue again. I really like that blue look. So I'm going to go blue, blue, blue. I'm going to go ahead and do the center one first with the interactive fill tool and just try to come straight down. And that white might look pretty cool, but I'm going to go ahead and use that turquoise and just kind of make sure you're even. Let's see if what I said earlier about the interactive fill tool shouldn't work in this case. Uh, there are, I mean, the attribute eyedropper, so I'm not even going to bother with it. So I'm going to get that turquoise and put it there. So I'm a little bit off angle. You know, the more you're on it, the more you're going to have that color. And you can always click on the interactive fill tool and we could add a little bit more of that blue. Corel does that to me every once in a while. So now just take this and just select, you need to select it before you do it. And if you kind of remember where your square was, let's look at this one. See, my square is about right there. On this one, it's a little lower, so I'm going to just bring it down if you want it symmetrical. Now, because we group these lines together and we're working in the page, center of the page, this one might not look very good. Control G, Control D, alternate C, but this time we're going to rotate it 45 degrees. Control or alternate G to get it to rotate from the center of the page. Oh, 90 degrees, Doug. Now see, that's what happens when you mess up the first time. Corel will just keep going. So thicker is better. The orange is better, but it's still a cool design. And this might be a good one to put a black line and just you can kind of separate the parts, or a white line. You know, you could use white and that looks pretty good. And you could really do 8 stars, but that'd be the same thing as just making a star. But you're not going to get this effect by doing it with a star in that background. Well, honestly, you can. And now that I think about it, you could make a star and put it in that box and just backlit and have a center interactive fill tool. Anyway, kind of neat, kind of unique. Anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.